Wholesale used car prices have gotten crushed over the past couple months, and retail prices are finally following suit. Start off with car dealership guy dad, then we've got Black Book data, and we've got Cox Mannheim data. Big news.
Oh my God, we got all the data.
We got all the data.
Yeah.
Big news. Used car prices are about to fall below the year-ago average price. This comes from Car Gurus. This is excellent news for consumers. Wholesale prices have gotten crushed in the past 30 to 60 days, but now retail prices are finally starting to catch up, Dad. We saw another week of 1% declines at the wholesale used car auctions. What does this mean for retail used car prices? You had a friend of yours call you recently and even tell you they were discounting a car by, what was it, like 25%?
More, because it was originally priced at $98,900 and it's been reduced to $72,000. So it's been reduced $26,800.
Range Rover customers get excited because prices are coming down.
$26,900. So I mean, yeah, that's more than 25%. That's what, 27, 28%. So yeah, it's happening.
So we do these weekly updates, obviously, right?
Yes.
And people get upset with us because, hey, you say prices are falling, but they're not falling in my area. Pops, they're falling, right? Like right now at this moment, a used car is a boat anchor. It is sinking, correct?
Right now, the wholesale values of every segment, car and truck, has been declining for several weeks. In some cases for 15, 16 weeks.
Which is technically several months.
Yes. And ultimately, eventually, retail pricing will catch up. So, yes, there are plenty of dealers sitting on inventory that they bought 90, 120 days ago that they know they paid 10 to 15% more for back then than what they would have to pay to replace that vehicle today. And they're not, a lot of them just aren't that willing to take the loss it would take to sell it at today's current rates. But eventually they will. And even though in a lot of cases the advertised price on a vehicle hasn't necessarily gone down, it doesn't mean that the dealership's ability to negotiate hasn't gone up, or desire to negotiate hasn't gone up. They know they're sitting on a ticking time bomb. They know that what they're sitting on is continuing to go down in value. So they can either negotiate with you, the retail customer, and hope to make that money back in the back end, or they can take it to the auction and it's just a pure loss with additional expenses.
And Dad, we are down to the lowest sales rate at the auction in well over a year. 52% of vehicles that are making it across the block are actually selling.
Yes.
So the likelihood that they can even actually go to the auction and sell it for the price that they want at the auction each week is dwindling. I mean, literally, we'll put the chart on the screen. Yeah. It's just what's that, the technical word? Slope. The slope is negative, man. And it's pretty aggressive too. It's going down.
Well, that and part of the reason that it's going down is that, it's the crap. It's not the cream of the crop. It's the cream of the crap that the dealers are trying to sell at the auctions right now. They're really low condition vehicles. So actually, if a dealer has a decent vehicle and they were willing to take it to the sale, they might actually mitigate some of their loss. But they're still going to have a loss taking it to the sale. So they could either take it to the sale, incur the cost of transporting to the sale, registering the vehicle to the sale, paying all the fees, or they could work with you as the customer, take a shorter deal than they might have liked, hope that you flop for something back in the F&I office, like key protection or paint and leather or low jack or whatever it is, and hope that they can make some money on finance reserve.
Be like Mark and start saving hundreds of dollars on your maintenance and repairs, or like Rich, who saved thousands annually on his insurance. Simply join YAA Plus, the only membership that saves you money on all things auto. Head to joinyaa.com/plans and use the code YouTube to save 20%.
This trend is not going to change. And I understand why a lot of people were upset, because we were on this before you were probably seeing it in your area. We've been on this now for probably 2.5, 3 months.
More.
Okay, so we get it. We were early. Yeah. Sometimes it's good to be early. Sometimes it's not good to be early. But we could see this happening. It's not going to change between now and the end of the year. We are going to continue to see, Dad, prices of used cars go down. We've seen the expectations for the number of vehicles that are going to be sold this year
go down,
get downgraded considerably.
Yes.
Cox Automotive, with their seasonally adjusted estimate of sales, their SAAR, they've moved down to 35 million. Somewhere between 34 and 35 million are the total number of used cars they think are going to be sold. That's a huge number.
Yes.
But it's down from 40 million. Okay, so there's
almost 41 million.
There's a significant number of vehicles that are not going to be sold this year, and it's not because the inventory isn't there. We've actually seen fleet sales go back to rental car companies. Like, there are used cars. It's because people aren't buying them at the crazy prices, and ultimately that's going to drive prices down.
They're not buying them at the crazy prices, and there's fewer people actually in the market to buy cars. The market has softened dramatically. Every video you hear me talk about, well, the pie's shrinking. So every dealer's slice of that pie is getting smaller and smaller because there's less and less people in the market at the moment. So, most dealers, the only way they know how to compete is on price. The one thing they know for sure that drives traffic, brings people in, is if they have the lowest price, if they are advertising the lower prices, or that they're advertising that they're willing to work with you on the price. If they do that, they'll get a bigger piece of that shrinking pie. It's just that simple.
On the wholesale side, full-size and mid-size cars are taking the biggest losses at the auction, down between 1.33 and 1.5 equally. And then down on the truck and SUV side of things, subcompact crossovers, full-size crossovers, and minivans are the three leading the way in terms of the highest amount of depreciation week over week. A very, very, very different picture than where we were, I don't know, even like 6 months ago. Minivans were the Dogecoin of the Bitcoin of...
Yeah, they were the FTX.
They were the FTX of auto, man. The price was just going up. Now minivans are the FTX of reality.
And if you're looking for like a full-size crossover or SUV, just be aware that last week alone, on average, those vehicles lost $378 at the wholesale market. And this has been going on for months. So those are the vehicles that you can probably work on the most with your dealers. Now, I don't know if you're in the market for one, but if you are, that's where you can probably get the best bang for your buck. I can tell you in the Phoenix metro area, if you're looking for a Range Rover autobiography, it's been marked down almost $27,000 in the last 95 days.
Deal School 3.0, by the time you're watching this video, it's probably 2 weeks away. It can be your early holiday gift to yourself. So go ahead and get yourself Deal School 3.0. Deal School 2.0 is already out there. So if you're going to go buy a car now between now and the end of the year, quite frankly, between now and like springtime of next year, Deal School 3.0, great resource for you. Pops, another week of significant declines. I hope, and I can't wait to read the comments on this one, I hope people start to realize that just because the advertised prices might not be coming down, the dealers have to take shorter deals. Please, please, please let us know what you're seeing. We are seeing more negotiability, better pricing, still sky-high used car prices.
Yeah, we're not saying the prices are good.
Yeah, but
we're just saying they're better.
Going down. Thank you, Pops.
Thank you.